Vic Carucci with Mark Gaughan, Jay Skurski here at Bills training camp, St. John Fisher College. Okay, 2 practices in. The team gets into pads tomorrow, but let's start with the obvious story, and that is the quarterbacks, where everyone's attention is, guys. And what we've seen, I guess, through 2 days is pretty much a continuation of the off-season plan, right? Where they had A.J. McCarron, who started today, worked with the starters today. The first day it was Nathan Peterman, and then Josh Allen, the guy everybody's waiting for to get out there, is still working with the third team. Mark, what's your general take of that?
They're sticking to their plan. I still say that it's my odds are McCarron 50%, Peterman 40, and Allen 10 for the start of the season. You know, we'll see. Again, it's a day-to-day thing. Today, I thought Peterman was third out of the 3 in how he looked. He did make the 2 best completions, but more off target than the other 2. I think McCarron has been pretty steady the first 2 days. And then my other thing is that the fans clearly are in the Allen camp. They want to see him, his nice completions, get bigger cheers than anybody else's.
Whatever Allen does that's positive, Jay, as you know, and as Mark said, the crowds that have been here are cheering it. All right, so McCarron, the conventional wisdom is with the most experience, 4 years in the NFL, though only 4 starts in his time as a backup in Cincinnati, one of those playoff games. The conventional wisdom is he's the best equipped to be putting in there sooner. You got to spend a good deal of time with him down in his hometown of Mobile, Alabama, got to know him a little bit. What is your sense of how you see this playing out and the way he's handling things so far?
Well, you know, I thought that he was pretty upfront and honest about the difficulties that he had in the spring in terms of learning this offense. He was not shy about saying that it is a very difficult offense to learn, that there's a lot that goes into it, and quite frankly, he wasn't where he needed to be, both in knowing the system and in chemistry with the wide receivers. And the only way you're going to get that is through repetitions here at practice. So I think, you know, the time that he spent from mini camp to training camp, he spent 3 hours a day drawing plays on a whiteboard. One of his guys that he trains with down there in Alabama would read him the play, and he would have to sketch it out in 30 seconds or less. And if he couldn't do it, it went into a pile, and they just drilled those plays over and over. So he is putting in the time. I think I agree with Mark. I think through the first 2 days he's been the most consistent. Maybe not as many wow plays as either Josh Allen or Nathan Peterman, but on a 3rd and 5 play, you don't need a wow play. You need to get the first down, and I think that's what A.J. McCarron is going to bring to the table. And I agree with Mark. I think that's why, to me, at least right now, he's still the favorite to start in Week 1.
As far as the news to come out of camp the first day, addressing the LaShawn McCoy situation, the investigation still ongoing in Georgia, his ex-girlfriend and the home invasion at a house that McCoy owns. But the word from Brandon Beane, the general manager, the head coach, Sean McDermott, in the phrase over and over again, ready to roll, that McCoy is here. And it sounds like from the brass of this football team that they're not worried about him being shut down at any point because of a suspension or whatever by the National Football League, which is investigating along with police. And also Zay Jones, second-year wide receiver, is not participating. He's on the reserve non-football injury list. So all that really means is, you know, they're not ready to put him out on the field, but he's doing a lot of individual drills. But the absence of talent at receiver continues to be a big concern. Mark Gaughan tackling that issue as far as the inability to stretch the field from the receiver perspective. We got plenty of stuff, a mailbag on the Bills that Jay is doing, among other things, and I'll have a Trent Murphy piece as well, a little deep dive on the defensive end that was signed in free agency. So much more to come. Just check it out on the BN Blitz. And for Mark Gaughan, for Jay Skurski, for Jim McCoy, I'm Vic Carucci. Check back for much, much more.